Hey everyone, this is Eric Seaman, General News Reporter with Wabash Plain Dealer with tomorrow's headlines. What this is a little sneak peek into what you can read in Wednesday, January 1st's Plain Dealer. Our lead story, written by my co-reporter Nick Van Hees, is a little preview into legislation at the state level in 2014. The state legislature will return to session on Monday, and we have some comments from State Senator Jim Banks. His two hot topics for 2014 are education and returning veterans. Our centerpiece story, written by Managing Editor Joe Slation, is a little sneak peek into 2014 with comments from Mayor Robert Van Landingham, along with comments from Economic Development Group of Wabash County President and CEO Bill Konya. They'll both talk about the options over at the Honeywell Pool. Wabash's second attempt at the Stellar Community Grant, which they came in third this year, along with possible projects at the Northeast Wabash Business Complex. Our next two stories go hand in hand. We're rounding out our series of the top 10 stories of 2013. Our number 5 story is a look at the Hoosier Heartland Industrial Corridor, which was formally opened up a couple months ago. The corridor will better connect Indiana regionally. It'll pretty much essentially connect Lafayette to Toledo, stopping by Wabash on the way there by means of US 24. Story number 4, Manchester University President Jo Young Switzer announced her retirement back in October. She will finish out the rest of the school year. Story number 3 is Wabash's application for the 2013 Stellar Community Grant. And story number 2 is a little look into flooding back in April, about mid-April, when the city received 3 to 5 inches of rain. Our number 1 story is separate from those other 4. It's a look at school closings. Half the story is about LaFountain Elementary's school closing, which was voted on by the Metropolitan School District of Wabash County's 5-member school board. They unanimously voted back on November 26th to close LaFountain Elementary, which was found to have structural damage back in April. Second half of the story looks at a recommendation by Jason Callahan, who's the superintendent over at Wabash City Schools. He recommended back on December 2nd to his school board to close WC Mills as a part of the school's reconfiguration. He's hoping that the board will vote at one of their 2 meetings in January. Switching over to the North Manchester page, the North Manchester Congregational Christian Church is hosting a fundraising breakfast for the Wabash County Transit Service from 7 to 10 a.m. on Saturday. Our next story is on the North Manchester Historical Society, who will have their annual meeting in the Assembly Room at Timbercrest Senior Living Community at 6:40 p.m. on Wednesday. It will include the Society's recent activities, along with an election of new board members. Next story is about the North Manchester Congregational Christian Church again. They are changing their worship times on Sunday to 8:30, 9:45, and 11 a.m. Small groups in Sunday school will begin at 11 a.m. as well. Our last North Manchester page story is a look at 2 blood drives that people can look forward to if they wish to donate in January. From 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Wednesday, January 8th, the Wabash County Hospital will host a blood drive at the hospital's forum room, and the Timbercrest Senior Living Community will also host another one week later on Wednesday the 15th. They're going to host one in its assembly room from 11:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Switching over to sports, our sports editor Justin Shockey wrote 3 stories involving Southwood Junior-Senior High School athletics. Starts out with a look at the boys basketball team, who over the weekend beat both Northfield and Wabash at the 50th annual Wabash County basketball tournament. The story will provide a little bit of insight into the rest of the season for the Knights, along with comments from head coach John Burris. Switching over to girls basketball, the girls are 7-4 after losing in this weekend's tournament against the Northfield Norse girls team. Despite a young roster and 1 returning varsity starter, they are sitting pretty comfy at 7-4, and head coach Dallas Duggan talks about his team's start to the season. Rounding out sports, Southwood wrestling coach Kerry Hamill talks about the reasoning behind his team's good play thus far this season. They have a dual win, and they also, along with some other events, they also have the Wabash County Invitational. That's all for today. To read all about this, you can check out Tomorrow's Plain Dealer online also at www.wabashplaindealer.com, or you can go out and get a copy for yourself. Until next time, you stay classy, Wabash County.